Hello, my friends. Today is April the 10th, and this is a reading for you if this is your birth date. This is a four-card pull to cover the year to follow. It's approximately 10 minutes, so if you can bear with me, there's a lot of information and things to ponder. This is the four cards are a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. The general energy card for April the 10th, folks, is Venom or the Venom. What is the Venom? There's some kind of toxic essence or element in the air. And is that you? Do your words have a sense of poison to them, or do you feel like you are becoming a victim to some kind of state and you're angry or resentful or have some kind of energy toward it? Are you sharing your venom out with others, or others sharing their venom with you? Do you know how to deal with other people's anger and hatred? Do you know how to deal with your own anger and hatred? Do you know how to deal with the world's anger and hatred? There's a lot of it flowing around right now. How do you deal with the toxic psychic elements that are in the air? Well, if they're yours, you have to first acknowledge them and acknowledge the pain that's underneath them so that you can realize the effect that they're having and realize maybe that they have been passed down to you from others through your family and through your line, or maybe that they're just a reflection of society that is wearing against what you thought was, the principles of being and civilization. There's all kinds of ways to look at the venom and why we feel like there is, such a poison in ourselves or in the air. So this is your particular challenge. It is strength. So normally strength is often depicted as the woman walking beside the lion and the woman taming the lion, meaning our lion side, our masculine side, our aggressive side, our mental sides. They're often about just pushing things ahead as we think we see them, or as we feel called that we need to do. The more the martial side, the warrior side. And the feminine side is considered the more receptive side, the more intuitive side, the more emotional side that recognizes what happens for self and others on emotional levels. And then so it's about listening to the emotions that are underneath and learning how to not be just so automatically aggressive and needing to control and needing to have power. So that's your challenge. I mean, I think your lion side may be taking the power, and I don't know if you want to give the power to your lion side. That's your challenge, is to uh, you know rein your lion in, not throw your toxins around, uh, and to see where this energy comes from in you, that you feel that you have a need to put a bite into the air, to put some anger and resentment and senses of wanting to control something into the air. And maybe you have every right to do that. Maybe there's a great confrontation that's happening. But poisons beget poisons, war begets war. Uh, Often the way to hear and heal is to listen to another side deeply, if they're willing to listen to your side deeply, and to find some kind of bridge. And I think strength is really about bridging situations and not burning down bridges. And so I think the lion in you might want to, burn down some bridges, because it feels like there's some venom inside of it, and it's pushing you around. It's not letting you, see things in your most balanced way. And so there's, there's a great sense of mental overwhelm and possibly emotional anxiousness, and maybe physical depression, because you're pushing so hard to make your will, or to fight your quote enemies, and your enemy is often yourself. in these cases, because it's really, what do you do with your fire? What do you do with your passion? What do you do with your anger? That is up to you. That is up to each of us. And so this is a card that says, what are you doing with your anger? And do you really want to just keep putting it out there as some kind of brutal toxin that everybody needs to deal with? Or do you want to really learn? Here's the activity to do, or the action to do. Uh, or do you really want to find out what the fear is that you're calling into you? Rabbit is all about the fears, they say rabbit goes out in the field and says, oh, please don't eat me, Mr. Eagle. Oh, please don't eat me, Mr. Fox. Oh, please don't eat me, this or that. And if I see you or sense you, I'm going to stand still and pretend like you don't see me. And oftentimes that's going to work. And if you get too close, I'm going to run like a mad bunny, and I'm going to get away from you as fast as I can and jump into my burrow and hide and hide and hide because I'm afraid, but I need to come out and eat. I need to come out and play and exercise, but I'd rather be in my burrow hiding. I'd rather be safe and not having to be on guard all the time because everybody finds me so juicy and tasty. So, so you have to look at those things in yourself. What are you hiding from? What are you afraid of? What's gonna get you? Who's gonna get you? Where does that come from? Is this, I think often it's passed down through families and clans and traditions and humanity on many levels about what we need to be afraid of. It's us versus them. Oh, the eagles and all the foxes and all the things that are going to eat us and all the others that are different from us that they could do harm to us, and oh. So we have to look and say, all right, what am I really afraid of? What am I needing help with? And this is the final card. Here's the outcome or synopsis card. What am I needing help with? What would I like someone to help me with? To see myself in a different light, to give myself a new understanding, to ask for help and or to give help to others. Because ultimately, when we heal our own venom, do we offer our healing to others, and we become the teacher, and we become the healer, and we become the whole person again. But we have to heal that pain that's inside of ourselves and find out where it comes from and why we want to give so much power to our anger, to an anger that could be old and as old as people in time, as old as family lines have been going on. So it's up to us to heal our parents and our lines, future and backwards, and this seems like a good year to find what you don't like about yourself, what you fear within yourself, and why you give it so much power, and why you let yourself then become the lion to try to protect yourself, and why do you then throw out venom that people can feel because it feels like a psychic yuck in the air. And what's that psychic yuck? What's that crying out in the middle of the air really asking for? It's asking for help. It's not asking for anything but help. So maybe this is a powerful year to ask for help and get some needed relief and release and peace in your body. Om Tat Vyas.